Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Hong Kong Tsim Sha Tsui area. This place here, they have just about every single watch brand, high-end fashion brand that you could name or ever imagine. I'm standing outside Patek Philippe at the moment, and I was just wondering, does anyone else think Patek Philippe are not that nice? Now, I can't get a good shot of that one. Let me see if I can get it. Now, to me, yeah, I understand that they have got great movements and everything else, and the finishing is fantastic, but I don't know, that one just doesn't do anything for me, and that's the Calatrava. What does do it for me is this one. Now, I really do like that one there. Okay, unfortunately I can't get much closer than that. My camera will not zoom in enough and stay in focus. But that one, I have to agree, is a really nice looking watch. However, is it worth the price tag? I'm not sure it is. That's probably, what, $100,000 or something? Now, if you were to buy something similar to that, I don't know. Now, the complicated watches are really, really nice. I mean, I have to agree, that one's nice. I mean, that's an annual calendar, same one there. But I don't know if they are worth the money. Now, this one also, I think that is a very ugly looking watch. And it's probably hugely expensive. Is it worth it? Oh, I don't know, you tell me. I do like that Patek. That is a much nicer one. But again, is it worth the money? That's a bit better. There we go. That's the Black Bay. Now, I'm not too sure about that. I think I prefer the one with the black bezel or the maroon bezel than just the silver one. And here you have another one. No, it's not gonna... Oh, there we go. I don't like that also. I'd much rather have that one instead. We've got the blue Pelagos here. Now, for all of you muppets who always think watches here in China and Hong Kong are fake, there you go, authorized dealer. And if you don't believe, then what you should do is to go to the website, either Cartier or which other websites such as Rolex, Tudor, Patek, AP, which are all down here. Go to their websites of the companies and type in location to make sure they are proper authorized dealers if you're so scared. I know many people will comment on this video that, oh, because it's in China or Hong Kong, it's going to be a fake. That's complete and utter nonsense. They actually sell more watches here than they do in England. And nobody says that a watch in England, go to an authorized dealer in England, that they're selling fakes. So here we've got AP. Now, I've never been a big fan of AP. IWC. Now, if you've seen one of my other watches where I went to buy the IWC Portuguese chrono, this is a different location. I do like that watch case. And that's one blinged up AP. Look at all the diamonds on that. Who the hell would wear something like that? That's not quite the ugliest watch I've seen. If you've seen one of my other videos where there was a Rolex, which was similar, all diamond encrusted GMT, but that's pretty damn close to an ugly watch. The best time to film is at night time. See, it's getting darker. and you get the nosy people. You get a clearer picture of the watches. If I can keep it steady. And that one. Not torn. They're a bit too thick. This watch has been out for some time, and there was a big hoo-ha about it being METAS certified, which is supposed to be a higher grade than the chronometer certification. But I don't think it really took off. I know when it first was released there were a massive fanfare, but this is the first time I've actually seen this watch anywhere on my travel since it was released. And it just looks like a DeVille with a Rolex bezel on it. I know it does have history behind it, that they did have this one originally, way back when. But now, 2018, it just looks like it's the love child of a Rolex and a DeVille. And to be honest, it's quite ugly, I think. One of the things I love about shopping in Hong Kong, well, if you can call love shopping in Hong Kong, is the fact they have all these watches which you don't normally see in other parts of the world. Now, I've never seen this one in England. The Bullhead limited edition. And the stupidly expensive Omega NATO straps. Then ask her the price of those. DeVille GMT. That's a really nice box. I wonder if they sell that. It comes in this nice presentation box. So just on the right hand side there, I don't know if the camera will focus on it. That's where you've got the 1-to-1 scale of that. But then would you want to buy that? I assume it must be working. But then maybe you have to use that, or if it's mechanical to rotate it. Don't those Tudors look just like an Oris? I actually had to look twice at that, because I thought, why is there an Oris in a Tudor window? Some of them just look so cheap. And what is that? That silver one, men's one, is $31,600, Hong Kong dollars, that is. And that one there with the diamond is $28,100. I don't know, it just looks like an Oris to me. You don't get to see these in England. I've never seen these in England. Probably because nobody would want to buy them. They are a bit ugly. No, that one's not too bad. Look at it. But no. I guess they got to pay his wages, so they've got to be overpriced. You know, about 10 years ago, I almost bought that world timer. Well, the ones that were there at that time. And at that time, they were only £16,000. But I kind of missed out on that. But you see the, I don't know if you can just about make out the hour hand. It's got that round circle. That put me off it, because they changed the design from the original just sort of dolphin hand, and I didn't like the new one. And plus this is a bigger one. The one that I looked at that time was a smaller, I think 38mm. Diamond encrusted Hublot. Just about every store here will have something that is diamond encrusted. If it's not a Hublot, it's a Rolex or a Patek or something. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Hublot. Weird and wacky. But the Panerais here are quite nice. If you're after a Panerai, you can't find it anywhere else. This is the place to look. encrusted Portuguese chronograph. No, I think not. This shop always has some nice watches. And one I've spotted right back there. It's a vintage sub. And the price says ask. So I think I'm going to go in and ask what the price is. Let me zoom out. He always has some really rare Rolexes here. Last time I came he had a vintage GMT. He's got one there as a GMT2, but it's not a vintage one, a GMT1. He's got an Explorer, but I think that's not the new Explorer. But I prefer that Explorer. Yeah, I'm just going to go in and ask what the price of that is. Can't really see a good shot of it. The best place.
The other one's a GMT two-tone. Are you like two-tone?
Not two-tone. I'm not. Yeah.
Nipple face. Nipple.
Has it got nipple dial?
Nipple
really?
Dial. No, single dial.
No, because they're very rare. The nipple dial one is very rare.
Single dial roll to it. Nipple dial.
Because I almost bought a Tudor last time, a vintage Tudor.
Two-tone, not much yellow.
Because at the moment the Tudors are... He's got a Aston Martin JLC. Now I almost bought one of those years and years ago when they first came out, but I decided to go for the IWC Portuguese instead. And I don't regret that, I'm quite glad I got the IWC. And they've got this really nice IWC chronograph. I think it was 3609 they used to call that. I had a black dial in that. But it's definitely got some really nice watches. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a website, which is really bad. I said to him, you must get a website. So he's got the new Sea Dweller, the red Sea Dweller. Is it Sea Dweller? Yes, which I don't like with the Cyclops, and they've got the older one just back there, next to the James Cameron one. And a host of GMTs, and gold Submariners, green. One thing I've noticed here, you don't tend to get so many turtles in Hong Kong. I've only seen one, that was the Paddy turtle in Hong Kong, the limited edition one. I don't think they're that popular. Panda rice straps, let's see how much they are. $1,800, which is, what, 170 pounds sterling? Wow. IWC is quite well represented here, just about every store has IWC. And JLC as well. I think just about everywhere you get the Rolexes. So again, you've got all the Rolexes here, more blinged up Rolexes. You've got 3 diamond encrusted ones at the back, which you can't really see too well because of the light. And an older Sea Dweller. That's the one I like. That's the one I've got, and which I don't think I will sell. And then the Submariner. And a whole host of day dates. Oh, that's the Patek Pilot one. No, not a fan of that at all. The World Timer is nice, and that's the chronograph one. That's nice. Now, I said earlier in the start of the video, I'm not a big fan of some of the Pateks, but I do like that one. That's a blue dial. That's very nice. But the Pilot, no. And the one next to it just looks like an IWC Portuguese, and that is 373,000 Hong Kong dollars. The World Timer is 356,000, and the chronograph blue is 551,000 Hong Kong dollars. Wow. It's really weird. You've got, oh, there's that Paddy. Is it Paddy? Yeah, nice. No, it's not a paddy, it's I think they're just some limited edition. I don't know what they call it. And that's been here for about 18 months. And I saw that 18 months ago. And they've still got it. Can I see the price? 3,830 Hong Kong dollars for that. I'd rather have a samurai. They did a samurai one as well. You've got Oris over here. So you've got Seiko, $3,800, and then you've got 550,000 watches, which always seems a bit strange. Panerai again, very well represented here, with a sort of a rusted dial. It's not going to focus on it. And here we've got some Lang, A Langer. Which you cannot see too clearly because the light is dreadful. I like that one, but I wouldn't have it in gold. I'd probably have it in the white gold. No, it's not focusing properly and I can't get a close enough shot of it, but that is the Lang 1 Tourbillon Perpetual Calendar. Now I really like that one, mainly because you don't actually see the tourbillon. Most tourbillons have a great big piece cut out of it where you can see it rotating, and I'm not a big fan of that. Let me just try and get it into focus. But the light is directly on that watch, so you can't really see it too well. And again, go to their website and you can check out if they are real or not. Maybe if I move to the side, I can get a better shot of it. It's got a moon face, power reserve, double date. Such a nice watch. Some very unusual watches, Star Wars watches. So you got one which is Darth Vader, and the other one I forgot. I have no idea. Not a Star Wars fan, but people who are will know what that is. Yeah. Well, look at the price of it. Looks expensive. Oh, they've even got some Marvel watches as well. Bloody hell. How ugly are they? Yeah, zoom in. That one's Captain America. I don't know what the back one is, Transformers, and then you've got what is it? Iron Man? I don't know what that one is. Can't make it out. Looks like some sort of Humvee. $48,000. These are all... Are they tourbillons? No, I don't think they are.